We're on this ride lately, going back in time to bands that have been around for a minute but are just not going away, and it's good that way. The thumbnail already looks like she's going to be bringing us some of that skater boy vibe. I don't know. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. She's looking back in time, isn't she? This looks like she's looking at the past, at herself back in the day, maybe. Precious. This is precious. There's something to be said about being able to time travel, if you will. And what I mean by that is her getting off that tour bus, like back in the day, and looking at that young girl, a reflection of herself, that endearing smile she gives her, like a mom would, I guess, or a big sister who's been there, done that. I feel like this song, though very simple in its structure, chord progression, and style, it's very straightforward. You got your verse, chorus. You got your ad libs and the oh chanting and that type of stuff that makes for a catchy hook. That's kind of your radio worthy, straightforward composition. But it's neat and it's unique because it still has that old school feel, that early 2000s vibe. And yet I could see Gen Z and the current generations catching on to it and taking snippets of it for their TikTok reels and their Instagram reels, because I could see even young kids nowadays, the high schoolers of today, singing this, thinking about middle school, which is kind of funny because it's not a big jump. But I think a lot of us, regardless of age, can picture a time before. High schoolers remembering middle schoolers reminiscing about being in elementary school, college kids listening to this, having fun, remembering when they were young. Obviously, for those of us who are in the middle of life or beyond, we have even more stories to tell. And for us, this may feel even more nostalgic. You got Simple Plan and Avril Lavigne coming together, looking clearly older, not in a bad sense, but just simply they're adults now. They're not little kids anymore, but they're still having such a good time. And psychologically, I think that's so good for our mental health sometimes to reminisce, to ponder, and to be honest about what it was. We were young and dumb. Like we thought we knew everything. Let's be honest. We thought we had the world figured out. And that journey from youth to adulthood and that disillusionment where you realize, shit, life's really hard actually. That's not easy. It comes with a lot of pain. Sometimes it involves a lot of trauma for us, from a loss of loved ones or a child to divorce and more. But at the same time, there's also good things to remember and good memories I hope that many of us can reminisce on and maybe reignite some of that joy. You're not too old to dance around. You're not too old to have some fun. Even this music video looks like it was fun to make. And there's something joyful about saying, I'm reflecting on the being young and dumb. I'm going to call it what it is. I thought I knew everything. It's not true. I don't. But it was a good time. And still now in our age, years later, still being able to jump around, have a good time, remembering memories are part of what makes life so precious. In the face of our death anxieties and our fears and our questions about life, there's something comforting about remembering good things, but also something therapeutic about making new memories and being present to what you have now. I think this was fun. What do you think? Subscribe if you want to experience more music with me, and I'll see you on the next ride.